Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we're going to be showing you how to make chicken parmesan. Cue the music. Alright, well thanks a lot for being here. I appreciate you joining us today. Like I said, we're going to be making chicken parmesan, so let's drop down here and see what our ingredients are. We got 2 chicken breasts, 1 garlic clove, half a shallot, 1 can of tomato sauce, half a cup of shredded parmesan, half a cup of shredded mozzarella, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 eggs, 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs, 6 tablespoons of olive oil, which we're going to split, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, a little salt and pepper, and then we got some pasta we're going to do up when we plate it up and present it to you. The recipe is down below in the description box for the first pinned comment. Let's start cooking. Alright, so we got our 2 chicken breasts here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pound these with a mallet to not only break up their corpuscles in here to make it tender, but also to make it a little thinner so it cooks faster and also the same size. So I just put a piece of plastic over. You can use a bag too, wax paper, whatever you want to do. But they get a little bigger too. And breaking up those corpuscles in the muscle helps to tenderize it. And flip them over. Let's do the same thing. Alright, now just going to slide these out of the way over here. A little salt and pepper. We got our panko and our eggs. I'm going to go ahead and just break our eggs in here. Beat our eggs till they are well whipped. Alright, basically you just take your your chicken breast that you've pounded, and you just put it into the flour, coat it very well with the flour, drop it into your egg wash, make sure all that egg is all over and sticks to the chicken. Then you want to take it and put it right into your panko breadcrumbs, cover it generously with the breadcrumbs, and that's what you've got, a beautifully covered chicken breast. See how it's twice the size it was, but it's thinner and it'll cook a lot quicker too. So I'm going to set these, I'm going to do the other one too. I'm going to set them on a different plate and we're going to head over to the stove. I'll meet you over there. Alright, we have got our ingredients all over by the stove there. In the back you see our chicken. I put a piece of wax paper or parchment paper between the 2 chicken breasts after they've been breaded so they don't stick together. They will do that. So just do that as a cautionary tale there. Make sure you put something between, not a cloth or a paper towel, because that'll all stick to it too. Parchment paper is the best. So anyway, you see we've got our ingredients all right there ready to go. So let's proceed on. We focus on the pan. And we'll start cooking our sauce. Alright, set our pan to about a medium to medium-high heat. I'm going to take about a tablespoon or 2 of our olive oil. We're going to let that get hot. Alright, our garlic is starting to bubble around the edges. We'll throw our shallots in and get those going. A little salt and pepper. Stir that up, some oil on them. We'll add our garlic. You just want to stir these up and cook them until they start getting aromatic. A little bit of translucency to them. More salt and pepper. And we're going to hit it with our Italian seasonings. Same thing. Cook this until you can smell that thyme and oregano and basil cooking in there. And that's just infusing right into the onions and the garlic. that smells pretty good. Alright, we're going to take our sauce, tomato sauce that we have, turn the heat down a little bit, get all of our sauce in there, stir it in. Make sure you turn it to low or you'll be cleaning up a mess. Alright, I'm going to switch this pan out. Put this one here, we're going to back out a little bit. I'm going to put the rest of this olive oil in our pan. We're going to do the same thing, we're going to let this pan get hot before we add our chicken to it. So the minute it hits that pan, it's cooking. It's not sitting in the oil getting soggy. So we want it to get a nice color crust on it. Turn our oven on to 350. Alright, we got some shimmer on our oil. It means it's hot. We'll go ahead and add, whoa, we're going to be able to do these at the same time. They're so big. So we'll go ahead and do one. Might as well put it right in the middle of the pan. We're just going to let this cook, get a nice color crust on it, then we're going to flip it over, probably about 3 to 4 minutes. And I can see on the edges here that it's getting a little bit brown, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. Oh, that's beautiful. Got that nice crust on there. Do the same thing, about 3 to 4 minutes. Underneath, got the same one. So I'm going to put it on this cookie sheet because I'm going to put the other chicken breast on here too, and we're going to cook this chicken breast to make sure it's done before we add the sauce. So in goes our other breast, and we're just going to let this do the same thing. Both of them, one's a little browner because I forgot about it. I was plating something, getting the plates for this shoot. But one's a little browner, doesn't mean it's not cooked, it's just on one side. But these are crispy, beautiful, and I'm going to go ahead and throw these in the oven for about 10 minutes. Make sure we get it to the 165 degrees internal temperature. Then we're going to sauce it and cheese it. But I want to get this cooked and make sure. Alright, we've reached 165 degrees internal temperature, so I'm going to just hit each chicken breast with a bit of the sauce. Then we're going to hit it with the mozzarella cheese. Now you can use sliced mozzarella too. And then we got our Parmesan. Just throw it back in the oven. Alright, pull it out of the oven. Mozzarella is melted. Parmesan cheese is getting there. But go ahead and plate this up. I got some angel hair pasta that we cooked off for this. So then we're going to come back. You can see those pictures and some groovy music. We're going to come back and taste it. Don't go away. My mouth was watering when I was taking these pictures because it just smells so good. Not really a pretty plate by any means, not garnished and all that, but if you ever go to real Italian places, they're not hitting it with a lot of garnish. They're giving you the food, and that's kind of what I was trying to do here. Just the food, a little bit of basil around the edge. But there's your bite shot right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Smells fantastic. Crispy, cheesy, get some of that flavor from that garlic and those shallots coming off of there. pasta. Can't go wrong with pasta either. One more bite. Yeah, cheese is just gooey everywhere. Another look at that. Good crisp outer edge. A lot of texture going in, a lot of texture with the chicken because it's pounded out, it's tender. And then you get that cheese hits it. It's a total texture change to the smooth and creaminess of the cheese. And then the flavor. You got garlic, you got shallots, you got the tomato acid. It's very good. Very, very good. All right. I appreciate you joining us. We made chicken parmesan. The recipe is down in the description box or in the first pinned comment. Be sure to go over and check out my seasoning shop. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and enjoy the video as many times as you want. Take care of yourself. Bye.
These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen.